These are dark days, I fear.
The North Grove must never be lost.
You're sending him to the war? The boy's done nothing wrong.
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now.
Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel.
I'm just worried about my family.
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family.
Are you willing to risk an alliance with the crown?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
We don't want Whitehill men within these walls.
You can be my highborn ward.
My lord, if you want a hostage, take me.
Ethan.
No! Don't let them take me! My son.
Whoa, it's just me, Beska.
Took you long enough. Your ale's getting warm. Or warmer, I should say. They'll be here soon.
This stuff is weak compared to Northern Ale.
This place could use a good cleaning. I complained to the owner, except he's probably dead.
Is that wine? Or blood?
Taste it and find out.
Fragrant.
Nice having the place to ourselves, though.
Looks like we weren't the first to rough up the place.
I know. Woman sellsword, 4 years fighting by your side and you still can't get over it. Come on, Asher, quit staring, let's get to drinking. Ale. It goes in yellow, comes out yellow. Waste time even drinking it, if you ask me.
Considering we found it in an abandoned tavern, it's not bad.
They smell off to you?
It's the only thing in Yunkai that doesn't.
I know. It's a filthy haven for thieves, murderers, and other deadly bastards. You should feel right at home. I know I do. May we drink, thieve, and fight until the end.
I'll drink to that.
You'll drink to anything.
Another round?
Have you forgotten about our honored and exalted guest? Go see if he's still breathing. How's he doing? We need him alive to collect his bounty. After that...
Remind me again, what's this fat pig fucker's name?
Bazak Zog... something or other. Don't care, really. So long as we get our gold. 800 gold dragons for capturing him. Lucky we caught him trying to flee Yunkai.
Lucky for us. Not so lucky for him.
We should find more former slave masters with bounties on their heads.
I don't need any more naked fat men in my life, thank you.
They say only the poor know how to really spend money. We'll buy the finest wines, the best whores, sleep in a bed without fleas. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Who needs the best stores when the bad ones are so much more fun?
I knew I liked you for a reason. My point is, with enough coin we could do anything. Go anywhere.
I could afford passage back to Westeros. To Ironrath. I've heard nothing from my family in years.
You mean go home? They treated you like shit there. Kicked you out because you fell in love with a girl from the wrong damn house.
Gwyn.
A man doesn't choose who he loves. Your family should understand that. Westeros and its bloody houses. Who fucking cares?
They're still my family. My brothers and sisters. They had nothing to do with it.
I suppose that's true. Just remember, we have a good thing here. And any moment now we're gonna be rich. Let's make a toast. To all of us deadly bastards.
To us.
Aye, to us.
Beskar? I thought freed slaves put the bounty on Berserk.
They did. With his own gold.
So why are the fucking Lost Legion here?
Oh, is that Tazal? From the Volantis job?
Maybe he's forgotten about that.
You! I told you if I saw you again...
Tazal! Isn't it funny how life brings old friends together?
I'd cut your fucking throats!
It's good to see you too, Tazal.
Where is he?
Where's who?
Here. 400 dragons.
They must be working for the Wise Masters.
And that's all you're getting.
The bounty is 800.
You get 4. It's more than you deserve.
Give us 800 and you can have him.
Don't be an asshole now. We're all sellswords here.
We are nothing like you. The Lost Legion are the blood of all Valyria. And we are done taking orders from whimpering pigs.
Bloody hell!
And we're done with you too.
La da diri sombasi. Do ebi meli.
Calm down, Tazal. We can still work out a deal.
You two are going to be useful to me for once.
Not bloody likely.
The Wise Masters will hear how Asher Forrester kidnapped the venerable Bezak. How he wouldn't take less than 800 gold dragons. So he killed Bezak instead.
Me?
Luckily, we were there to deliver swift justice.
So you steal the money and we get the blame.
Ponteos en as! Pojos me nomi chahoso kisikas!
All right, who dies first? Who wants to dance on the end of my sword?
Kill them! Now!
Now that's more like.
Here's one.
Come on! Sicko di non pass me! Sicko di non... Probidaor!
You owe me one.
Secco di non pasmi! Tobitaor!
You owe me one.
Shit!
This is for Volantis.
Bester!
Fuck you, Ash. Fuck you, Asher. Fuck you, Asher.
Fazal!
Asher!
Illimbonius!
Oh! You know what this reminds me of?
That brothel in Norvos.
You kill me, and the Lost Legion won't stop until you and your friend are dead.
Fazal!
Asher!
In all the gods of fire and fuck!
Who the fuck is he?
My uncle. That ended well.
More on their way.
We need to go. Come on.
Malcolm!
Damn.
We have to keep moving.
Malcolm, stop!
Asher, I'm glad I found you, my boy. It's been far too long.
What are you doing here?
Your brother Ethan sent me. I'm here to bring you home.
That's far enough.
I come from the twins bearing the dead of House Forrester. Lordly tops from the looks of them.
All right, we'll take them.
Well, they're not free, are they? How much are you paying for them?
Sir Royland.
You again. What have you got this time? Some poor peasant dressed up like a lord. A stable boy in Bannerman's clothes. You did this at dusk and dawn. And you have the fucking stones to try it again.
No,
This house has suffered the loss of many good men. And you dare come here claiming to have Forrester dead.
They're Forrester. Look,
Leave. Now.
fine. I'll dump them in the river then.
You come back here again, you won't be leaving. You got that?
Aye, I heard you. Lousy sheep fucker.
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't worry.
What is it, sir?
This one's still alive. You there? Who are you?
It's me. Roderick.
Roderick? Roderick? Oh, the gods, it is you.
Sir?
Fetch the maester, hurry!
Fetch the maester!
Roderick!
My lord, you should not be awake. The milk of the poppy. Drink. Calm now. That's it.
Roderick!
My lady.
No.
I am at a very delicate moment in the surgery.
Please, I want to see my son.
Let him. Sir, my lady, I must insist that you leave.
No. Roderick, what have they done to you?
These wounds would have killed any other man. As it is, he may never walk again.
Roderick? What's wrong with him?
He drank the milk of the poppy.
Please don't leave me. Not yet.
Morning, Talia. Good to see you again.
Roderick, thank the gods. Brother, I thought I lost you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Are you all right?
Call me a sister.
How bad is it? Maester Tengrin says your leg may never fully heal. And your face.
These wounds will heal, Talia.
I know. You'll be your old self before we know it. Roderick, there's something you need to know. Ethan is dead.
Ethan?
Bruce Bolton's bastard came here and threatened to take me away. Ethan offered to go in my place. And that monster put a blade through his throat. Like it was nothing. Ethan? How could this happen to him?
We'll make Ramsay pay for what he did. I promise.
Good. We're planning to honor Ethan in the Grove, alongside Father. And now Mother wants me to write this song for the funeral. I can't.
Then don't write it. Mother will understand.
It's been chaos here since he died.
We have White Hill soldiers stationed in our courtyard. Even the small folk don't feel safe.
You need to show everyone who this house belongs to.
You need to let me worry about that.
We're all worried. I know you still need time to heal,
I'll
but
be fine, Talia.
the council's meeting in the Great Hall right now, actually. Nobody expects you there, but if you think you're ready...
I want to go.
Can you even stand? They could use your leadership.
Only one way to find out.
I missed you, brother. You can do this, Roderick. I know you can.
Roderick!
I'm fine. Why'd you do that?
I won't let anyone see you like this. Not when the house appears so weak already.
I need to attend that meeting.
And you will. But you will get there on your feet. It's a long way to the Great Hall. We can't risk you falling where others can see. Take my hand. Let me help you.
Thank you, Talia.
Ready? That's it.
Everyone will be so glad to see you up. Though, I think you'll find that much has changed.
Recruits at the gate!
arrival, is it?
Another one for Frostfinger.
On a horse, no less. No.
Looks like it was built by giants, doesn't it? You're new, here to take the black. Because you got that look about you.
Aye, I am.
Thought so. I'm new here myself. Frostfinger, he's the one you want. Handles all new recruits.
Which one's Frostfinger?
That grizzled old prune over there. Says us new recruits are all dead men. But don't let him scare you. That's just his way. You seem nice. That's not so good round here.
You recruits. You come, you train, you fight, you die. Who are you, boy?
I was a squire. I served Lord Forrester of Ironrath.
A squire from Ironrath. And how does a squire get himself sent to the wall? You a thief? A raper? You abandon your post? Or do you just fancy dying someplace cold?
I killed the men who murdered my family.
Then you know how to fight, at least. And you're no liar, either, Garrett.
How do you know my name?
From Duncan Tuttle, Castellan of House Forrester.
My uncle wrote to the Night's Watch.
He goes on for a bit, but then he asks us to make you a ranger. As if it's a knighthood. So you see, Tuttle, I know all about you. You are a killer. Even if you are man enough to own up to it.
You don't know me as well as you think.
I know enough. Now then, we'll start your training in the morning. For today, you need a cot and cloak.
Understood.
Oh, and Tuttle. Sooner or later, the Night's Watch will be your death. When it comes, try to make it quick.
And last we'd heard, Asher was in Slaver's Bay. So Malcolm caught a ship headed for...
I heard they took him off a corpse cart. And he's missing his arms and legs.
At least he can still eat and shit.
The White Hill soldiers are drunk again. And we have too few men to handle them.
Let's just get to the Great Hall.
Well, I say he's dead. And they've dressed up some peasant in his place.
Fill me up, would you? And bring us some salted pork while you're at it.
Fill yourself up, you lazy fuck. Wine's almost done.
Is that him?
Has to be, doesn't it?
He's hideous.
Had a run-in with Walder Frey, did you?
And he's leaning on a girl.
Should have buried him with the corpses. Forrester's
Real
cursed.
shame about your leg,
Who
Lord.
gives a toss?
Don't let go of your sister now.
We have business in the Great Hall.
Go round. You deaf?
I wonder what's weaker. Your legs? Or this house?
This is Roderick Forrester. You will address him as my lord.
Go on, then.
My lord.
Let's go.
It's ridiculous. You're treating them like
The
guests.
wine keeps their wits dull.
It makes us look weak.
Both of you, please.
So you'd rather they riot?
Duncan, you're a damn fool sometimes.
It doesn't matter what you think. I was chosen as sentinel.
My lords.
Roderick. My boy. Come, join us.
Lady Talia, you should have told us the Lord needed help.
It's good. It's good to see you awake, Lord Roderick.
We didn't expect you so soon. The Maester said it would be weeks before you were walking, if you walked again at all.
It was highly probable.
I'm not here to talk about my elf.
Perhaps we should get started.
Yes, let's.
Dahlia's told me the state of our house.
Then you know our situation is grim, my lord.
No thanks to your sentinel. He's been getting the White Hills soldiers drunk.
It keeps them off their guard.
They think you're a bloody fool.
My lords, please! Oh, I'm a fool. At least I was there by Ethan's side when Ramsay stole...
I've told you. I was keeping an eye on the Bolton
You
soldiers.
should have been protecting your lord. Now Ethan's dead, and Ryan a hostage.
And what have you done to get him back? Nothing.
I am your lord. Of course.
Apologies, my lord.
The Whitehills have my brother. We fight amongst ourselves, when we should be fighting them.
We'd need an army to win that fight. And we don't have one. Not anymore.
Summon our allies, then.
I'm afraid we have none left, my lord. We've heard little from the Glovers since the Ironborn took Deepwood Motte. Houses Helliver, Grayson and Brownbarrow were all slaughtered at the Twins, and the rest of our allies are terrified of the Boltons.
You forget the Glenmores. You'd be wed to Elena Glenmore already, if not for the war. And her father is no coward. Now that you've returned, the marriage can proceed as planned.
The marriage?
Well, much has changed. The Glenmores may no longer desire the union.
Lady Elena will decide for herself. Your betrothed is on her way here as we speak.
Lady Elena?
She's coming now.
My betrothed is coming to Ironrath.
Yes, my son. A raven arrived this morning. Lady Elena is eager to see you. If she still wishes to marry, we'd have the allies we so desperately need.
Their army would become oathbound to Roderick.
And we could burn High Point to the fucking ground.
Yes, this marriage could be our chance.
Of course, we must hope Lady Elena still wants to marry Roderick. We're talking about a marriage, not an Ironwood contract.
Dahlia does have a point. I'm not the man I used to be.
You can still make her happy, Roderick. And she can do the same for you.
If Elena does come to Ironrath, she'll see those soldiers in the courtyard.
We starve them out, and they'll have to leave.
I'd rather they be lying around drunk than setting the stables on fire.
My lord, perhaps you could put an end to this tiresome dispute.
Keep them drunk. It's better than inciting them to violence.
Yes, my lord.
Now, if there's nothing more to discuss.
Maester, it's time to light the ironwood torches.
Yes, my lady.
Welcome back, my lord.
It's good to be back.
Gregor last lit these torches when his mother passed. Ironwood doesn't burn easily, he told me. But foresters have a way. And now we light them for him. And Ethan. How is your song coming?
Ethan always helps me with music.
It's not the same without him.
I can help you with it.
That's all right. The last time you sang, all the dogs in the kennel started howling. But thank you.
Everyone knows how much Ethan meant to you. I'm sure it will honor him well. About Elena, I've sent a letter to Mira. The Tyrells hold much influence over the Glenmores. I don't know where things stand between her and Lady Marjorie, but maybe your sister can find a way to help.
It's entirely ridiculous. If it's not the flowers, it's the food or the table settings. Is that the letter to the orphanage?
Yes, my lady. It's nearly done.
Make sure to tell them we'll send all the leftovers. And something nice after that.
You and the children are ever in our thoughts.
A lovely sentiment, Mira. And the seal. Here you are. Oh, are there any more invitations to send, or are we finally done with the cursed things?
One more. An invitation to Sir Maynard.
Ah, yes. One of my father's favorite drinking companions.
I have a letter for Lady Mira Forrester.
Thank you.
My pleasure, Lady Mira.
What is it, Mira?
It's from my mother. She asks that I help ensure Roderick's betrothal to Elena Glenmore remain intact.
How can you do that from 1,000 leagues away? Ah, it's my help she's after, isn't it? She's a bold woman. Most would shy away from asking such things.
Pay no mind to her. She asks too much.
She's not entirely wrong. A letter from me could encourage the Glenmores to honor the betrothal. But it wouldn't be very discreet. You'd be forcing their hand. That isn't the way I do things. You pushed me before and you saw the results. I'm sure your brother can secure the marriage on his own. I'd better get going. Mira, we'll talk more later.
If Lady Marjorie wrote a letter... Dear Lady Elena. No. Dearest Lady Elena. She took the seal with her. Hopefully a signature will do.
Mira, Lady Marjorie sent me to pick up the letters. Elena of House Glenmore. I've never heard of the Glenmores. I know you're very busy with Lady Marjorie and all that's happening with your family. But I was hoping we could talk. If you don't mind.
Go ahead then.
Well, it's... We really should get these letters sent first. Do you need any help with those?
I've got them.
Bloody cold today, isn't it? Seems to keep getting colder. They say it'll be a short autumn.
Oi, fuckhead. You might be new here, but you're in my spot. So move.
We'll find another spot.
Wrong fucking answer.
Most of you will be dead within the year.
Frostfinger and his bloody speeches.
If you want to survive in the Night's Watch, listen close.
You know why I got sent to the wall?
The wall was erected over 8,000 years ago to defend the realm from wildlings.
Had this girl I used to fuck now and again. Face like a queen, tits like a whore. Turned out she was married to some lordling. He tried to stick me with this. I stuck it in him instead. So next time I say move, you'd best fucking move.
Shut up for once, will you?
What's your problem?
I'm sick of Finn bragging about all the girls he's fucked.
And what dire crime are you here for?
Fucking potatoes.
Potatoes?
You fuck potatoes?
What? No! I stole them. That's what got me sent to the wall.
Nobody cares, thief.
Don't call me that. My name's Cutter.
Cutter the potato fucker. There's one for the songs.
Boy, my sister was hungry.
I've got something for your sister.
Fucking talk about my sister, alright?
Leave him be.
Who in seven hells is talking back there? Tuttle. Who was it?
Sorry, sir. It were my fault.
Covering for your new brothers already, are you? Garrett Tuttle here wants to be a ranger. So we can go north of the wall and die on some wildling spear. But what he wants doesn't mean shit. So today you're all gonna show me what you're made of. Can you swing a sword? Shoot a bow? Are you strong? Those who do well might just survive. The rest of you...
Frostfinger. I need a word.
Go on, get started.
Best of luck, Tuttle.
Here we go. Again. Who's up?
See those dummies? Those are thens. Come to eat your brains for breakfast. You've been assaulted.
Castle Black. So this is home now. You're doing that all wrong.
Well, we don't have these where I...
What? Man's ready to shit himself when he sees you coming.
Let me show you.
Alright, let's see if you can aim worth a wildling's arse. Shoot the targets I tell you to. Let's start easy. Middle dummy, center of the chest. You can follow orders at least. Next bolt. Left target, head. That was way off the mark. Right target, chest.
Not bad.
Good. Center, between the eyes.
Mr. Johnson.
Not bad. Well, you're not a bad marksman.
Again.
Finn thinks he's so bloody clever. If a real wildling got his hands on him...
He's just a bully.
Aye, he is. That's why I took this. Swiped it right off him. Don't tell, alright? I don't think he'd take it kindly.
Give it back to him, Cotter.
Are you mad? That's the last thing I'll do.
Hit him where I tell you.
Take that! Take that! Watch your bloody tongue!
You, grab a practice sword.
This one should do.
Not the bloody wall.
I'll be sparring with you today. Remember, these blades are dulled, but a sword's still a sword. Good luck. Come on, keep at it. Well fought.
Get off me, you bloody ox!
You got lucky.
I said hit the chest, not the bloody wall.
Tuttle, I gave you orders. So what are you doing up here?
Sorry, sir. I'll get back to work. Oh, it's bloody cold up here. Can't wander off now. Not with Frostfinger watching.
You there, recruit. Scrawny, aren't you? See if you can carry one of these barrels over to the winch.
What's in it?
It's pitch. Dump it off the wall and it'll burn the wildlings down to their fucking bones.
Right. I can do this.
Want some help?
Gotta be faster.
Don't hurt yourself, Tuttle. I'm thinking steward for you. You can help Frostfinger wash his cock. If the thing hasn't frozen off.
Fuck off, Finn. Bloody ass.
Mind your language, Garrett.
No.
You're pathetic.
Fuck off. You didn't even try.
A crossbow's a coward's weapon. Besides, I could hit that dummy from here with my... Where is it? Where the fuck's my knife? If someone has it, I'll cut their fucking balls off.
How the fuck should I know?
You were the last one I showed it to. Well, you and... It was you.
What?
You little fucking thief.
It weren't me.
Finn, don't. Give me my knife!
I don't have it, I swear.
Out of my way!
Garrett, do something.
Stop it! Before someone... I won't say it again. What the fuck? You're out of your mind.
Hey, look. Fight! Fight! Yeah, get it!
There they go again.
Get up! What is going on here?
He stole my fucking knife!
No, I didn't.
And Garrett defended it.
The last thief I caught no longer has hands.
I swear I don't have it.
He must have hid it.
And you, I expected better, Tuttle. Instead, I find you doing this on your first bloody day of training. You clearly need a few days scrubbing the latrines.
Frostfinger, I need another man to top the wall.
Fine. Let him freeze his balls off. I'll deal with this one.
Get off!
Mind your fucking manners.
You, come with me.
This way. I love King's Landing in the afternoon. The sun just barely kisses your skin. You used to love this place. Remember, we'd come listen to the musicians in the evening with Lady Marjorie?
What did you want to talk about?
Just through here.
What are you doing?
You'll see. Queen Cersei's finest wine. Come on, sit down.
Where did you get that?
I know a boy who keeps the Queen's cellar well stocked. Nobody will miss it, I assure you. A little won't hurt. It's just wine. So, well, I'm not very good at this sort of thing. Listen, if I tell you this, Mira, you must promise to keep it to yourself. You can tell no one. I want to trust you, but I need you to promise.
I swear, I won't tell a soul.
My mother was a handmaiden to Lady Olenna for many years. She became pregnant. It was a disgrace to her family. My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
Yes. I'm fortunate to be where I am, I know that. But to always have to hide.
What happened to your mother?
Lady Olenna asked no questions. She took care of my mother. And when I was born, she gave me the name Durwell. My mother died not long after.
Who else knows about this?
Lady Marjorie, her grandmother, and now you. It's just... I don't want to be Sarah Flowers forever. I need Lady Marjorie to arrange a marriage for me. It's my chance at a life. A family of my own.
Did you have someone in mind? Someone you'd wish to marry?
I'd have to convince Lady Marjorie to make an introduction first. I know she often confides in you, and I was hoping that maybe sometime when she comes to you wanting to talk, you might suggest she talk to me instead. Give me a chance to win her over. Coming from you, it's sure to mean a lot. Please, Mira.
I can't make that promise, Sarah.
You could if you wanted. It's not that difficult.
I have much bigger problems, Sarah. I need to look out for my family.
No. You're right. I'm sure I would want to look after my family too. I know your family's troubles are much greater than mine. With what happened to your brother and your father. You need this more than I do.
A conspiracy of handmaidens.
Lord Tyrion.
My lord.
Ladies, what have we here? If you mean to drink from that flagon, You're going about it the wrong way.
Care to join us, Lord Tyrion?
Not the finest arbor red, but a favorite of my sister's. Quite expensive for a handmaiden. I'd be curious to know how you got hold of it. Since I'm certain my sister didn't give it to you, she won't even share with me. Though that's hardly surprising.
I took the wine from the cellars.
Aren't you full of surprises? I suggest bringing cups next time. There are risks worth taking. Stealing wine from the Queen Regent isn't one of them, especially if you wish to have an alliance with me. Things have changed. My father has recently taken an interest in Ironwood. Most of the Royal Navy went up in green flames. It must be rebuilt. He insisted I handle things myself. I'm on my way to meet representatives of Lord Whitehill.
Lord Whitehill?
He's hired a pair of merchant lords to broker for his house. It would seem Lord Whitehill wishes to sell the ironwood right out from beneath your family. I don't know much about the man, but judging by his up-jumped sellswords,
You can't trust Lord Whitehill.
I don't intend to. Come with me. These men think I have no choice but to deal with them. Imagine their surprise when I bring a forester to the table. It might be the first fun I've had in months. My lady.
We've been waiting here for an hour.
Andros, be courteous. Courtesy in a merchant. Like finding gold in your chamber pot. Apologies, my lady.
Who is this? Some girl you've brought for entertainment?
She's a lady, Lord Andros. That much is clear.
My name is Mira Forrester.
Mira Forrester?
Why are you here?
A fair question.
We were told we would be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's a private matter, my lords.
Foresters have nothing to offer, my lord. If you want Ironwood, you'll have to deal with the Whitehills.
Andros. I'm sorry, Lady Mira, but we've already spoken to Lord
You
Tyrion.
spoke, I listened. Lady Mira has since persuaded me to consider her offer first. Now, if you'll excuse us...
You're going to dismiss
You
us?
can't do this.
I assure you I can.
This is a mistake, my lord.
I don't think so.
Lord Whitehill will hear of this. He's not a man to take such matters lightly. Nor am I.
That's enough, Andros.
There's no need to make threats.
You have no idea. Lord Tyrion.
Lord Tyrion, do let me know when you've come to a decision. I'd like the opportunity to change your mind. Lady Mira.
Good day, gentlemen. Ah, well, that was fun. Now, as for your offer, what did you have in mind?
My lord?
The Crown's Ironwood. I assume you have a proposition? You had a reason for coming here. I know it wasn't just to entertain me.
My family can supply all that the Crown needs.
You're suggesting the Foresters be our sole supplier of ironwood. Lord Whitehill will be left in the cold. If he wishes to sell to the Crown, he'll have to do so through your family. You'll have him at your mercy. Or you'll bring your houses to open war. You do know that's a possibility, don't you?
Then that's a risk I'll have to take.
I'll consider the arrangement. Of course, you'd have to do something for me in return. Don't worry. The terms will be fair.
What is it you want?
You'll know soon enough. We have an understanding then.
Thank you, my lord.
This will either be very good for both of us, or very bad for you. For your sake, I hope it's the former.
My lady.
Nejat!
They were headed for the main gate.
I know another way.
You coming with us, then?
If you're to save your house, you'll need more than the two of us at your side. You'll need an army.
That's why you're here, isn't it? To hire one.
An army of sellswords.
And a man to lead them. Do you hear what I'm saying, boy?
Beska can lead them.
What?
She's stronger than most knights in Westeros.
This is your fight, Asher. Your family.
None of that matters without sellswords to hire, and all the companies around here are engaged.
What about Croft?
One-eyed Croft, with the second sons. They're all with the Targaryen girl now.
But Croft owes me a favor.
I'm pretty sure he hates you, actually.
No. He'll help us. I'll make sure of it.
And how are you going to do that? We didn't part on the best of terms.
I'll figure something out.
Not exactly a plan, though, is it?
Don't worry, he'll get it done.
Well, this mother of dragons and her sellswords are headed north, so we make for Marine.
Wait, Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
We can't afford any distractions.
It's not your problem. It'll be fine. I promise.
It's fine. I trust you, Beska.
I shouldn't have said anything. I said I was with you, little brother. And I meant it.
Ponte Renas. Yon kai canoncho si bota con costoti da or.
Just one more we'll have to kill later.
Let's go.
You did well back there, Asher. You acted like a true leader.
You two can talk about it later. We need to get out of here. They won't stop looking for us.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot. I hope you're ready, Asher. It won't be easy.
Let's just get that army. I'm ready.
Good lad. Either we cross the narrow sea with an army at our backs, or House Forrester will not survive to see winter.
I have information that will aid you with the imp. Meet me in the gardens at midnight.
There. That should last through Lady Elena's visit, at least.
There's been no news from Mira. She may not have found a way to help with Elena.
We'll be fine, Mother.
I pray you're right. Lord Glenmore's army could keep us from ruin. But Elena must still agree to the marriage.
My lord, you might remind Lady Elena that in terms of lineage, you are still very much a man.
Maester?
What I mean is, if the two of you wanted to produce an heir, it should not be a concern. Apologies, my lord. I just meant...
Enough, Maester. When last we spoke of Elena, you seemed unsure how she might feel about you. You just have to show her that you're still the man she knew. I don't mean to burden you with unwanted advice, but this is an important day for all of us.
Thank you, Mother. This advice well taken.
I'm just so glad to see you home.
My lord, she's here.
Roderick? You look... You're really...
Welcome to Ironrath, Elena. It's good to see you.
Where are my courtesies? It's good to see you too.
Please.
So, here we are. I'm glad to see you up and about.
How have you been, Elena?
Oh, it's been quiet, I suppose. Times have certainly been difficult, but I'm well. Thank you for asking. I set out for Ironrath as soon as I heard you were alive. My father suggested I wait, but I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Your brother's name day feast. We danced until the sun came out.
But now your house prepares for a funeral. And you... Tell me the truth, Roderick. How are you, really? And please, be honest with me. I don't mean to pry, but...
I won't lie. Every day is a battle.
I can only imagine. So much has changed since we were children. Playing hide and seek in the grove and...
You're so easy to find. You always hid behind the same tree.
Maybe I wanted you to find me. But Roderick... I need to ask you something. When I arrived at Ironrath today, your courtyard was filled with drunken soldiers. White Hill soldiers. They said some terrible things. The White Hills are your oldest enemies, Roderick. Why are they here? Has something happened?
We weren't given a choice. Those soldiers are here at the orders of the Boltons.
That's horrible. Roose Bolton must mean to occupy Ironrath.
No, he just wants to assure our loyalty.
I'm going to be honest with you, Roderick. I have always looked forward to our marriage. But in light of all that's happened to your family... My father is questioning the wisdom of our betrothal. And I was inclined to agree with him, until I received a curious letter from Marjorie Tyrell.
What did it say?
Lady Marjorie suggests in the kindest of terms that we go through with the marriage. And as you can imagine, a suggestion from a future queen is difficult to ignore. Do you know why Lady Marjorie would send this to me? She and I have never corresponded. Yet now she writes me directly.
Lady Marjorie must have her reasons.
Do you think I'm naive? I don't know what favors you had to call in, but I feel manipulated, Roderick. A house like mine can't refuse a suggestion from Marjorie Tyrell. I'm being forced to marry you, Roderick. Is that truly what you want? Would you do that to me? After everything we've shared?
Of course not, Elena. You're free to choose.
Thank you. I was afraid you'd refuse to back down, but you must care about me more than that. Let us stand together, Roderick. I will tell my father our betrothal stands.
Deepest apologies, my lord. I tried to stop him, but
So, the rumors are true.
You have no right to just...
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore? You're not still marrying into this wretched family?
Our houses will be joined, in fact. And we will stand proudly beside them.
Can I change your mind? You can do much better than this cripple. And my son Griff needs a bride.
What do you want, Whitehill?
What do I want? Ask your mother. She invited me here.
That's not true. I sent a raven to Lord Whitehill about letting Ryan attend the funeral. But I never expected him to barge in like this.
Oh, she practically begged me to come. Of course, I'd want the same in her position. The youngest son home to mourn his dead father and brother.
Ryan belongs at that funeral. With his family.
Not until I'm certain that you know your place. Lord Ramsay ordered your family to obey my soldiers until my son Griff arrives from Harrenhal. But now, I hear you're ordering them around and keeping them dull on wine. It makes me start to question your obedience.
Lud, enough of this.
Fine. Let's talk this through.
How about I talk and you fucking listen? Sure. Here's the idea. We're going to make a fresh start, you and I. Your brother Ethan called me Craven, but you're a different man entirely, aren't you? So, if you want Ryan at that funeral, show Lady Elena you respect your betters. Kneel and kiss my shiny ring.
Just do it, Roderick.
You don't want to end up like your brother, do you?
Please. It means nothing, and we'll get to see Ryan again.
Go on. Get on your knees. Kiss it.
I'm not kissing your ring. Do what you must.
Fine. I'll just tell Ryan you didn't want to see him.
No, please.
And because of your defiance, I'm taking what should have been mine in the first place. The other half of the Ironwood Forest.
You can't
Ramsay
do that.
Snow
I know what Ramsay said. I'm saying something else. As of today, I harvest Ironwood from wherever the fuck I please. You can't do a bloody thing to stop me.
Would you defy an express order from House Bolton?
I've known Roose Bolton my whole life. As long as he gets his ironwood, he won't care. Well, I have what I came for. I'll leave you to your business. Oh, by the way, my men have a name for you. Roderick the Ruined. Isn't that clever?
He's gonna make things difficult for both of us, isn't he? I'm glad you didn't let him humiliate you.
You'd put your pride ahead of your family. What's poor Ryan going to think? That we've abandoned him?
I won't bow to Lord Whitehill.
And now your brother will pay the price.
My lord, are you well?
This fight isn't over. Not even close.
You can't be fighting with the other recruits. You need those men to have your back. There's enough out here trying to kill us, without trouble amongst our own.
Finn's a bully. Couldn't just let him push me around.
Fight every bully at Castle Black, and that's all you'll ever do.
I'm Garrett.
Frostfinger told me about you. Seems to think you might be trouble.
You might be right.
He said worse about me. He said you fought for the North with the Foresters. You were there, at the Twins.
Yes.
I still don't understand. 3,000 men, and not one could save my brother. Why didn't anyone fight back? Why didn't they rally to their king?
Nobody was expecting it. One minute we were drinking and telling jokes, and the next, the Freys cut us open.
Those cowards. Couldn't face Rob like men, so they stabbed him in the back. They couldn't even give him an honorable death. Let him die fighting.
Walder Frey and Roose Bolton will pay for their treachery.
I'd like to believe you, but men like that don't get what they deserve. Now the Freys command Riverrun, and the Boltons are Wardens of the North. After what they did. It's not right.
I wish I could have killed them myself.
I keep thinking if I'd been there, I could have done something. But chances are, I'd be dead too. Whatever I once thought, my place is here. With the Night's Watch. There are those here who will hate you for who you are. Southerners who will call you traitor, Northerners who will call you craven. Some won't even have a reason. They'll hate you anyway. You can't do anything about it. Trust me, I know.
Why would they hate me?
You're different than them. Most of the men are criminals, forced to take the black. You were a squire for a noble house. What happened to you today happened to me more times than I can count. I learned there's nothing more important than having brothers you trust. I felt the same first time I saw it. I heard you want to be a ranger. Why? Why risk your life out there?
To find the North Grove.
The North Grove? You serious? Old Nan used to tell us a tale about ice dragons and trees tall as the sky. Why would you want to find the North Grove? Why does it matter to you?
It's important to House Forrester.
Better keep that to yourself. Not many recruits want to be rangers. They'd rather stay here where they think they'll be warm and safe. But Mance Rayder marches on the wall with 100,000 wildlings. I've seen them for myself. The men here are murderers. Thieves, rapers. You won't like most of them, and they won't like you. But they're your brothers now. Can you stand with them? Can you see past your differences?
I'll stand with them.
Glad to hear it. I'd say you'll get used to the cold, but you won't. Come on. Better get by a fire, or you'll end up like Frostfinger.
I'm here, but where are you?
Where do you think you're going? At this time of night?
I was just headed back to my room.
It's a little late to be out, isn't it? Do you know what this uniform means?
It means you serve the Lannisters.
So, you best get yourself back to your chambers. And I mean, now. If you don't like it, you can take it up with the commander.
Is there no way I can change your mind?
Did you not hear me?
At ease, Lucan. The lady is with me.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your night.
I hope he wasn't bothering you, my lady. I'm Damien.
Thank you, Damien.
It was my pleasure. You got my note.
That was you.
I'm very glad you could make it. I've been wanting to talk to you for quite some time.
Did you search my room? What were you looking for?
Nothing, Lady Mira. I only wish to leave you a note. I am sorry about this, Mira, but you've made enemies of the wrong people. A handmaiden should know her place.
What? What are you talking about?
I'll make this quick if that helps. I'd hate to see you suffer.
Let her go!
Fuck you.
You?
What happened? What was that?
What does it look like? He tried to kill me.
Why would he do that?
What are you doing here?
I heard yelling. You did what you had to do, Lady Mira. You had no choice.
I need to get back. Someone might see me.
I'll take care of him. I know a few places in Fleabottom. No one will ever find him.
We should talk about this later.
I'll find you.
Everything all right, sir? Damien, where are you?
What's Gwyn Whitehill doing here?
No idea.
Hello, Roderick. Sir Roland. It's been a while since we've met.
Yes. Last time I saw you, you and my brother had almost started a war. Your father wanted to murder Asher for your little love affair, remember?
That was a long time ago. May we speak privately?
My lady?
Roderick, I came here because I know how hard these past few days must have been for you and your family. I know my words probably mean nothing to you.
Thank you, Gwyn.
I'm so sorry, Roderick. Your brother didn't deserve this.
Neither of them did.
Listen, I know my father is intent on using Ryan as a hostage, but I think you deserve some news of him. I know it's little consolation, but if I can offer you this...
So you have news of Ryan?
Yes, he's well. Not happy, but just know your brother is safe at High Point. I'm looking after him, but...
What?
The other day he said something that made me worry. He asked me if his father died because he was a coward. He asked if he was really a thief and a traitor like my father says. I don't wish to upset you, but I thought you should know.
Please help him, Gwyn. Don't let him believe what your father tells him.
I've been doing my best to set him right, but he is only a child. He feels forgotten, alone. He's waiting for his family, but every day my father tells him they will never come. That they've chosen their pride over him. And with each passing day, those words start to sound like truth.
We all think of him every day, trying to find a way to bring him back to us. Will you tell him that?
Of course. But if you truly want to bring Ryan home, this war has to end. You know that. We don't have to be enemies, Roderick.
Hello, Gwyn.
It's good to see you, Talia. I hope I can count on your discretion.
Roderick, you should speak to Mother.
Mother, come join the others.
He should be here. He should be with his family. But instead they send her.
Gwen came here on her own. She wanted us to know Ryan is okay.
It's happening all over again. I can see it. My father's house was once mighty like this one, but his loyalty to the Targaryens cost us dearly. I watched as countless of our kin fell, saw our lands destroyed, everything we clung to was ripped from our hands. I can't watch that same fate before this family. Our house. My children.
I won't let that happen to us.
You must be ready to defend us, Roderick. Your body may be damaged, but your spirit must be like iron. You let nothing stand in your way, do you understand? If you have to murder every last Whitehill down to the babes in their beds, no matter what, you must do it. Promise me. You must protect them.
It won't come to that. We will defeat them.
War asks much of a man that he is not prepared to give. You must be ready. Promise me.
We will be ready, Mother. Mira, Asher, even Garrett. They all stand with us. We are strong.
Yes. I suppose we have to be.
Would you say a few words, my lord?
My father. He was everything. Everything I ever wanted to be. He showed me what it is to be a lord. He was always honourable. I never knew a better man. And I am sorry. I love you, Father. Ethan, my little brother. He stood up to Ramsay Snow. He saved our sister's life and paid with his own. He was only a boy.
We honor Lord Gregor Forrester, my husband, my love, and our Lord Ethan, my sweet little boy. But now is time to say goodbye. Father and son are returned to the earth, to the ice. And from their sacrifice, new life begins.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
From ice we Forsters born, to ice we all return. Father, brother, I've sworn to guard this rest you've earned. I'd bare my neck to win in pain and swim the shivering sea. Paint slavers' blade in crimson. to bring Ethan back to me. His final words, faced with the sword, cut short the bastard's breath. Take me as hostage, oh my lord. He saved us all from death. Fight on, Ethan the brave. Old gods bear steel with you. Our Lord might win a hero's grave, so iron rules anew. Still iron rules anew.
What is going on?
Roderick, you have to do something. Lord Whitehill's son has arrived.
Griff Whitehill means to torment us. Nothing worse than a fourthborn with something to prove.
It was bad enough when it was just the soldiers.
We can't live with them under our roof.
Form up and follow my lead. You'll be taking your vows. You too, Tuttle. Time to start proving you're a brother.
Oh, the things we do for family. I wonder sometimes if it's worth it, all the sacrifices. Enjoy the wedding.
How much further to Marine?
A few days.
If the Lost Legion doesn't catch up to us first.
I overheard a couple of men whispering about the Lannister Guard. They're questioning people. Is there anything else we need to be worried about?
What was that?
She's been gone a while.
She'll come back.
If they catch her, they'll kill her.
They won't catch her.
She's costing us time. It's just that we need to get to Marine. Every day we lose here is a day that Talia or Ryan could be hurt, or worse. You must return home safely, Asher, and, well, you have a history of putting your faith in women who may not deserve it.
She's my friend, Uncle. She's been at my side for a long time. Was it them? The Lost Legion?
Aye. Too many for us to take. I counted about 24, maybe more, as well as horses. About half a mile down the canyon, and coming fast. Had to run my arse off to avoid getting caught. It's nearly empty. You two care if I finish it off?
It might be a while before we find more water.
Nah. Drink up.
Thanks.
Right. We need to get moving.
The Lost Legion. We're 100 miles from Yunkai. When are they going to give up?
Never. They're still raw about Tazal.
Yes, well, perhaps you shouldn't have snapped his neck. There is such a thing as overdoing it. Not that I care about Tazal.
Let me remind you, it was him who tried to kill us. I just returned the favor.
Oh, I don't doubt it. You always did have a gift for that sort of thing.
It's only a matter of time before they overtake us. Ah, bugger a harpy.
Can we double back?
Not without meeting our mates from Yunkai. We're well and truly fucked this time, Asher.
During severe winters, when the Skahazadan floods, it carves out great underground rivers in the sandstone.
And?
And when those waters recede, those rivers become caves. And those caves might hide us, if we can find them. I mean, we're trapped for the moment, but all I'm saying is we needn't die here. Just standing our ground.
Let's spread out and look for cover.
If he's right about this, I may actually stab him. It's not gonna happen. It's too unstable.
Well, we can't stay here, waiting for your butchered friends to corner us.
Agreed.
What do you think? Could we climb out of here?
Pretty steep, Asher.
And we'd be totally exposed if your friends arrived before we reach the top. What in seven hells did you two do to rile these bastards so badly anyway?
Well, back when Asher and I first started running together in Volantis, we had a disagreement with...
Do you think we could dig our way through? Or try to scramble over?
I don't know. Either will be slow and tricky. One wrong move and the whole thing could collapse on us.
The rockslide looks recent.
It could have been caused by the Targaryen girls 10,000 Unsullied marching through here.
You found anything?
Not yet. What's on your mind?
How do you know all that? About the floods and the caves?
I read all about Essos on the voyage over. Histories of Marine, histories of Slaver's Bay. I just hope it pays off.
You see? Beskha came back. She risked her life out there, for us. You trust her now?
This may sound harsh, but Beskha's immaterial. I have to put you first. You are all that matters to me, Asher.
Beskha matters to me. We all need to pull together if we're going to get out of this and onto Marine. I can't have you and Beskha scrapping.
So much riding on this. Talia, Ryan, your mother. You and I are supposed to return to Westeros with a sellsword army, and I haven't the faintest idea how we're going to pull it off. So, if I seem a bit moody, that's why.
Let me know if you find anything. Looks like we're not alone. No obvious wounds. Maybe he died of thirst. Listen. That's water. I hear water.
From underground. There might be a cave nearby.
Look at this. Gold.
Fat lot of good it did him.
I think I see a light in there.
A way through.
Oh, we couldn't be that lucky. Oh, shit. It's them.
Monte Freedom! Kesiritsi!
Shit!
Come on!
Go, go! They're behind us.
This was a bad idea.
Damn it!
Asher! Find us another way out of here!
Got it! What in seven hells is that smell? I can't even guess what this used to be.
Esther? Malcolm?
Easy now.
Lost Legion, we've got a bigger problem.
Ponteos en as! Ponte Chiros en as! Pasa al Trises! Amithesis! Pakotoska Rapatas!
We have to move. Now!
Malcolm! Can you walk?
I'm fine. I've fought wars with worse than this.
Hurry! The beast is coming around!
Asher! Grab my hand!
Hurry, Asher! It's nearly on you!
Listen up, you sorry lot. Gather round. We're handing out assignments today.
Garrett. We'll be men of the watch before nightfall.
Right. Sorry. No hard feelings over that business with Finn, yeah? I appreciate you not ratting me out over the knife. It's nice to know there's at least one brother I can trust. Finn might have killed me otherwise. Just promise me you'll stop stealing things, Cotter. All right. I swear it. Never again. Well, no guarantees on potatoes, or lamprey pie. Or for that matter. Just messing with you, Garrett. I promise. I'll mend my thieving ways.
Well, aren't you two sons of whores looking thick as thieves? Having a good laugh over nicking my knife, eh, Garrett? Men like you turn traitor for nothing. It's in your blood. Next, you'll be killing men of the Watch for a loaf of bread.
Finn, stop being such a bloody fool.
When a man takes my gear, it'll be my fist that'll rip their heart from their gullets. You'll always be an asshole, Garrett. You're just a fucking craven.
I will never call you my brother, Finn.
I wouldn't fucking want you to.
Finn, leave him alone. It wasn't Garrett's fault. If you're gonna hate someone, hate me.
With pleasure.
Now, it doesn't matter what the world once called you. After today, you're all brothers. Could even be that the man standing next to you saves your life one day. Or maybe you'll save his. Let's find out then, shall we? Casper to the builders. Finn to the rangers. Eric to the stewards. Hugh to the rangers. Cotter to the builders. And finally, Garrett to the rangers. That's it. May all the gods preserve you.
Well, there we are. I'll be patching up the wall, and you'll be defending it.
Should you northern boys want your gods to give a blessing to this union, there's a weirwood tree beyond the wall. Now form up and follow my lead.
Garrett, it's good to hear you'll be a ranger.
Thank you.
I know you wanted this.
I'm ready to say my vows.
I didn't have many friends when I first arrived at Castle Black. Grin and Pip, they'd as sooner see me bloodied in the yard than offer a hand. Now, I'd die for either of them. Our brothers are all we have.
Finn.
Shows you what kind of ripe fools are running this place. I can't believe they made you a ranger. You're not fit for the job. You don't have any balls between your legs.
Like it or not, we're brothers now. Means we're gonna have to get along.
Don't count on it. You wouldn't even be here if you didn't have Snow leading you by the hand the whole way.
I'd keep an eye out for you if you weren't such an arse about everything.
You don't give a shit about me. No one around here gives a shit about me. They wouldn't even care if I... Do you know how many rangers are never heard from again in these parts? And I'm about to become one myself. All alone out here. Wildlings everywhere. Or wolves.
It's all right to be afraid. Keeps you alert, keeps you from being too confident. Like the next time we fight. I'll remember that fist of yours rattling my skull and I'll think twice.
I suppose you're right.
You want a different assignment? Because I hear they need someone to clean the shithouse.
See, that's why I got so fucking mad at you, Garrett. You're the closest thing I have to a friend.
You handled that well, Garrett. They say the old gods watch us through the weirwoods. More than watchers. They know us. The gods are not forgiving. We brothers have to be. We're here. After this, there's no going back. Now go. Take your vows.
In the eyes of the old gods, the Night's Watch offers you a place beside us. Now say the words for all to hear and embrace us as your own.
Hear my words, and bear witness to my vow. Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns, and win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night and all the nights to come.
You knelt as boys. Rise now as men of the Night's Watch.
Welcome to your new family, Garrett.
We're men of the Watch now. Means we get to piss off the wall whenever we want.
Didn't know you needed an excuse to play with yourself, Finn.
Garrett, you've got a visitor. Over there.
Well, who is it?
Do I look like your fucking squire?
Don't forget to practice swords.
Uncle Duncan!
Garrett! It's good to see you. They told me you were at the weirwood tree. Wasn't sure you'd be back in time. I'm glad I caught you.
I've missed you, Uncle. I never expected to see you here.
I've business with the Night's Watch. A delivery of ironwood shields to keep you all out of harm's way. That settles it then?
Right, the delivery looks in order.
The gods do grant miracles. You look well, nephew. I'm told you're a ranger now. That's good.
Uncle?
Things aren't going well at Ironrath, Garrett.
I know. I heard the news about Ethan.
I was standing not 5 feet from him when Ramsay struck. It's a nightmare that plagues my dreams. But House Forrester is nothing if not resilient. Our house has survived for centuries.
Let me help, Uncle. I can't just sit here at the wall while our enemies are circling Ironrath.
That's why I'm really here. Do you recall Lord Forrester's last words to you? Just before he died, Gregor's final command, spoken to you in confidence.
He said the North Grove must never be lost.
Indeed. But first, it must be found. I've been reading his journals, scouring the legends for any clue what Lord Forrester knew. I think I found the answer. He describes a fortification, a protected citadel of sorts, hidden from the world. One filled with great power. It was scattered among his notes. Almost an obsession. A vital secret he protected at all costs.
And you think it's north of the wall?
His notes suggest as much. And you must find it, Garrett. The search won't be easy. But you're a Tuttle. Our Lord knew you wouldn't fail him.
Somewhere north of the wall. That's not a lot to go on, Uncle. How am I supposed to find it?
The first chance you get to head north, take it.
And then?
You leave the Night's Watch behind. And strike out on your own. This is no small request I make. I know that. But there's no other choice.
I agree, Uncle. But how?
A brave answer, Garrett. This will help guide you. I found it hidden in Lord Forrester's strongbox.
What is that?
A page from our Lord's journal. But one he tore out and kept separate. Why? I don't know.
It's a map. To the North Grove.
Aye.
I used to be frightened of weirwood trees. But before I was a man grown, I swear, I actually could hear them whispering sometimes. You said it was a citadel of some kind. Could this be it? No. No, it couldn't be that easy. It's hidden here somewhere. This looks familiar.
What is it, Garrett?
Talia gave me this. Before I left.
Oh. Wait. Lord Forrester gave Ethan a similar one as well. Roderick too. I wonder...
Bloody ice dragon. Gods be good. Now that I would love to see. A mammoth? This map's only missing grumpkins and snarks. This can't be real, Uncle. Hear the werewoods whisper. Look. There's a clasp.
It must open.
I had no idea this was inside. Another werewood.
But why?
Maybe it's a key to solving the map. A perfect fit. Maybe it's telling us where to look on the map.
Well, that doesn't look right. Maybe try another. No. That doesn't seem to work.
Oh. It's the whole map that has to turn. Werewood's mouth. Uncle, whatever this place is, the North Grove must be near.
There's only one way to find out. Here, take this map. Everything we hold dear may well depend on your success. It's a lot to put on your shoulders. The lives of a whole house.
Well, I'll try, Uncle. It's no small task. I'm still just a squire.
I know what I'm asking of you, but I know you're up to the challenge. Gods watch over you. You're the son I never had.
Let's go, Garrett.
I don't know. Probably like little shards.
Hope to never lift one of those again.
Wait, so like a weapon? Well, your piss is like any other liquid, I reckon. Mine's mostly ale. And if it froze on the way down the wall?
Well, that was rather mysterious. A stranger arrives and you're chatting him up.
Someone said it was your uncle looking for you. What did he want?
Looked like you two had a lot to talk about.
Must have been important to come to Castle Black.
It's Castellan to House Forrester. They sell ironwood to the builders.
So you were just talking about lumber all that time?
It looked like he gave you something.
It was nothing. Let's go and celebrate.
Already keeping secrets from your brothers, eh?
Gared's right. The wall's gonna melt before we get up there. Come on.
There are so many guests already arriving. And have you seen the wedding decorations they put up in the gardens? So beautiful. You know, we're as lucky as she is. Marjorie was but a lady when we were sent to serve at Highgarden. But in just a few days' time, we'll be attending to a queen at a royal feast. Where we're standing, we'll be able to see everyone. And everyone will be able to see us. I've been meaning to say what I told you about my family. It means a lot to be able to share that with someone. Someone I can trust.
If handmaidens don't help each other in King's Landing, nobody will.
Thank you, Mira. And you know I'll always help you too. Hold on, look. There he is.
Lord Morgren?
No, next to him. Lord Tarwick. I don't want to be a handmaiden forever. And this wedding may be the best chance of meeting a husband I'll ever have. I have to go talk to him. Marjorie won't notice it for a few minutes longer. Could you make an excuse for me? Please.
Go on then. It'll be fine. The wedding's still days away.
Thank you, Mira. I knew I could count on you.
What are you doing here?
I know I shouldn't be here, but we have to talk.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you. I just needed to warn you. I was down in Fleabottom last night when I overheard a couple of Lannister guards talking about... Shh! They already know he's missing. Probably dead. They're questioning people. Searching for his body. It's not safe.
They don't have any proof he's dead, do they?
They found blood on the garden stones by the fountain. But they can't know it's his. No one will know what you did. What? What is it? If we're gonna survive this...
I still have his knife.
Oh no. Just keep it hidden and clean the blood off it. Meantime, just stay out of sight.
How? Do you forget who I serve?
Just don't get in any more trouble. And I'll watch your back. We're in this together now.
Why are you helping me?
What do you mean? I'm a friend, Lady Mira. My name's Tom. We help each other, or it's both our heads.
Thank you, Tom.
Don't thank me yet, Lady Mira. There's still a knife out there covered with a dead man's blood. And I don't...
Mira!
My lady.
Really? A tryst in the bushes with that coal boy? Not to say it's wrong, but with all the lords and knights in King's Landing, you just don't want to spoil your chances of a good marriage.
Oh, thank the gods you came along, Sarah. That boy. He fancies me. He'll find any excuse to talk. I just don't have the heart to drive him off.
So you misled him? I wouldn't waste the time. Come on. Marjorie expects us at the throne room. We don't want to be late.
You can tell me all about this Lord Tarwick on the way.
Well, first of all, his name's Garibaldi, and he has this really funny accent. He told me the cleverest story about this festival they have where they celebrate...
And I've given the musicians a list of songs to play for Joffrey at the feast. I assume you have no problems with the Rains of Castamere?
I trust you've chosen all the standards. But just to be sure, I'll draw up a list of wedding ballads we favor in Highgarden.
Your Grace, my lady.
Which reminds me, Joffrey will require his Kingsguard close at hand during the feast. I'm afraid we'll have no room for your handmaidens.
But
What was that? Do you object? Is that what I heard? If you're going
Your
to
Grace,
speak out of turn, girl, you should finish what you start.
We do as you command, Your Grace. And we'll spend the feast wherever it pleases you.
You'll spend it mopping the stables, if I please. I asked your handmaiden, here at the Iron Throne, whom she would serve if forced to choose between yourself and the king. She was deferential to the crown then, as she is now. But words are wind. In any case, it's settled. The Kingsguard will stay with Joffrey. Your handmaidens will sit elsewhere.
Of course, Your Grace. Anything for my beloved Joffrey.
Lady Marjorie, we may not see eye to eye on everything, but I hope you will at least agree with me that our handmaidens should know their place. And that place is not with my brother, Tyrion.
What did she mean by that? You and Tyrion? What you do reflects on me. If something's going on, I need to know about it.
Tyrion... he offered to help my family.
He did? Then surely he expects something in return. Sarah, what do you know of this?
Tyrion approached us, my lady. It was his idea, not Mira's.
I don't care what your intentions were, Mira. You went to a Lannister behind my back. I've only ever tried to help you. Why are you making trouble for me?
Please, Lady Marjorie, trust me. I know what I'm doing. I've learned from the best.
I don't have the time or patience for your games, Mira. Right now, I need you both to be my handmaidens, and that's all I need you to be. Let there be no mistake. If I hear of you speaking so much as a word to Tyrion Lannister again, you can go home to your family.
I'm only trying to help my family. You would do the same for yours. Please don't send me home.
This can't happen again.
Roderick, it's the White Hills. They're assembling in the courtyard. They've woken the house. You can't let this go on. They want to see us cower in our own house.
Don't worry, Sally. I'll deal with them.
Hurry, I'll check on Mother. What is this?
It's a parade of dead men if I have my way. What is the meaning of this? I demand to know.
Those are strong words. For a cripple who can't carry a sword.
All of you, show your respect to Griff Whitehill, fourth-born son of Lord Ludd Whitehill and commander of this garrison.
Cocky Roderick, we used to call you. Swinging your prick round, lording it over my family. Now look at you. Hey? Roderick the Ruined. I hardly recognize you. But the name fits, don't it? Pathetic.
I've had enough of this, Griff. What are you trying to prove here?
I had to get your attention, didn't I? Always so busy beating your own chest, Roderick. I don't think he gets it.
No, my lord. I don't think he does.
Your brother Ethan didn't get it either.
You bite your tongue.
I am in charge now! And the first thing you need to know is that if I am not happy, no one is happy. So my men are taking over your Great Hall. That's where we'll quarter from now on.
What? You can't!
You'll have to go through me!
I won't have my men sleeping out in your barn in shit and filth.
I don't care if you're happy or not. You'll quarter where I tell you.
I wasn't fucking asking, Roderick. And what's more, you will treat my men right. I've heard what you've done, pushing wine on them, turning them into drunkards. That ends now. I'm not here to keep them in line. I'm here to keep you in line.
Your men aren't fucking guests. They'll get what I give them and be thankful for it.
Watch yourself, Roderick.
This is against the King's law. You've no right to make such demands.
I have every right. We're here under the orders of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North. So I will be in your halls. I will be in your courtyard. I will sit on your fucking council and be in your bedchambers if I bloody well please.
You can't do this, little bastard. You can't just do whatever—
We'll do what we were sent here to do.
You're here to keep watch on your soldiers. That's all. Don't act as if you're something more.
You aren't listening, Roderick. And that's a dangerous fucking habit for a cripple. Now, me and my men will take our place in your hall. Unless you think you and your army can stop me. No, you know better than that. You know where we'll be.
This is outrageous.
Roderick!
You can't go in there.
We can and we will. Unless you want this all to end right now. Eh? I'm the only lord here. Come on.
Griff Whitehill. That snot-nosed fourth-born. Parading in here like a conquering fucking hero.
It was bad enough when it was just the soldiers.
We can't live with them under our roof, soiling our house.
I know you tried to stop them, my lord. But this occupation will break our people if it drags on.
That's clearly what he wants.
We can't let that scut rule this house. Whether he rides out on horseback or ends up in the ground, Griff Whitehill won't be here long. I'll see to it. Very good, my lord.
But Griff Whitehill isn't the beginning of our troubles, or the end of them. We need to look at all the pieces. Whitehill men aren't just in our house. They've raided our lands, burnt farms and cut down our trees. All the way from here to High Point.
How do we kill a snake, then? By smashing its head.
Griff isn't the head. It's his father.
Perhaps. But Griff is here. We have access to him.
And they have Ryan.
He carved these soldiers himself.
I don't care what Gwyn Whitehill may have told you at the funeral. Who knows what horrors they're putting him through, held prisoner at High Point. You can't forsake his safety.
But we have to do something. My lord, at least give us a target to aim for.
Get Ryan out and bring him home. Once he's safe, he can face the Whitehills head on.
And what of Griff and his men?
But we can only take this occupation for so long. If you think I'm giving up on Ironrath, you're wrong. By keeping this family together, Ironrath will stand.
Roderick is right. We are nothing if we leave Ryan behind.
Then... it's decided. We're bringing Ryan back.
We still don't have the men to hold our own home, let alone storm High Point. We lost most of our men with Gregor at the Twins.
Thankfully, Roderick secured an alliance with the Glenmores.
But those forces mean nothing until after the marriage.
That means we have to count on Asher and Mira.
How?
Asher means to sail home from Essos, with a company of hardened sellswords. But they're not bannermen. We'll need to pay them for it. Which is why Mira's part to play is just as crucial. She can get us the coin we need in King's Landing.
You don't imagine we have the luxury of waiting for them? Asher and Mira are a long way from here.
I have faith in my children.
Our very lives and the future of House Forrester are at stake. We have to let them try. It's the only way.
Then we hold fast. The Whitehills aren't ready for war.
It won't be long before you're able to take action yourself.
Well, one way or another, there's a fight brewing, so I have much to prepare, and men to train.
My lord?
My lord, there may be something we can do now. A voice from High Point, Gwyn Whitehill.
I spoke with her at the funeral.
As did I. And she's willing to meet. Away from her father's guards. I hope you trust me enough as Sentinel to consider this. It would be wise to hear what she has to say.
Arrange a meeting. What she has to say may prove useful.
I believe she can be trusted. But best use caution nonetheless.
Of course.
And I'll make sure no one else knows. For now, at least.
Good.
Handle things right with Gwyn, and she may even help us in High Point, when the time comes.
I want the dove pie served with a spoon of lemon cream. We'll have to let the kitchens know. And these flowers. They're just all wrong in the Crown Lands. Mira, are you listening to me?
Lady Marjorie, good tidings to you today.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion.
And you, Lady Mira. A word in private, if I may. I'll return her shortly.
Who would I be to deny Lord Tyrion?
Very soon you'll be the queen. And if you're anything like the current one, you'll deny me all you like.
Please excuse me for a moment, my lady.
I promise I won't keep you long. I don't think Lady Marjorie likes me. Although, after tonight, I suspect I won't be her least favorite Lannister anymore.
What did you want, my lord?
There's much unpleasant business to be done today. But I bring you a bit of good news. I've arranged for the Crown to purchase Forrester Ironwood. A royal decree sits on my desk now. And I'll have my squire Podrick see to it at the first opportunity. You'll bring prosperity to your family. They're lucky to have you.
You honor me, Lord Tyrion. Only you could make such a strong gesture to House Forrester. My lord, do I still owe you a favor?
As handmaiden to the new queen, you will undoubtedly prove useful. I'm sure I'll think of something. Enjoy the festivities.
Goodbye, Lord Tyrion.
Today of all days. You know I didn't want you talking to him. You're playing a dangerous game, Mira. Sarah will help me with my gown and hair. I'll deal with you after the wedding. Come with me, Sarah.
Garrett! Easy now.
Sorry. I was just keeping at the ready.
That's good. Don't lose that. I understand your uncle paid you a visit. What did he want? Not many people pass through here. What brought him this far?
He came to ask about the North Grove.
Garrett, you have to leave all that behind. Especially now that you're a ranger.
Aye.
I know you had told me you could stand with these men, but not every brother's a friend, if it came to it. And you were in trouble north of the wall. Any of them you'd trust by your side. You know these men. Who do you want watching your back?
Well, I know I can count on you, John.
I'm flattered. But our paths may not always cross. You'll need allies beside you.
Herald Holt of White Harbour, Corliss Wells from Stony Sept. And finally, we've got more spawn of nobility joining us.
No.
Britt Warwick of House Whitehill.
It can't be.
House Whitehill?
Make sure you're not bringing
This
any
one's with the
wine.
Boltons.
There'll be a hot meal in the mess hall. After that, we'll be sorting out gear at the armory.
Garrett.
There'll be practice swords to
Garrett,
start.
what's the matter?
Don't want anyone
You know him?
Come on, get moving.
Garrett. Who is he?
That man murdered my family.
What?
Snow! See these new recruits to the Maester?
Don't do something you'll regret.
If it isn't the fucking pig farmer. I'm here because of you. Got sent to the war for that little party I do with your family. Don't think it's over. Best watch your back.
What are you waiting for, recruit? Personal invitation from the king?
I got nothing to say to you. Now get out my sight. And will you make me?
That's enough, both of you. I said move!
I'll be seeing you, farm boy.
This isn't fair. We were supposed to be up there. I'll never see another wedding like this. I don't know what you did with Tyrion Lannister that made Cersei want to punish you, but it never should have affected me like this.
Sarah, this has nothing to do with me. The only reason we're down here is so Cersei can shame Lady Marjorie. We're just pawns in their game.
So, what gave you the idea that you could play? I hope whatever you got from Tyrion was worth it, because you don't know how furious Marjorie is at you. When I was getting her dressed for the wedding, she was talking about who she could replace you with. I probably shouldn't have even told you, but I suppose you have a right to know.
Tell me who it is.
Why? What are you gonna do to her?
Sarah?
It doesn't matter. It was just names. This is about you. I know this must be hard for you. It wasn't too long ago I was asking for your help with Marjorie. And what did you do? Now you know how it feels, being on the outside looking in. But I'm your friend, Mira. Always. If you want my help with Marjorie, just ask. Otherwise, Marjorie's going to make you leave King's Landing. You're pushing her to it, Mira.
Sarah, I was wrong. not to offer you my help. I can only ask you to be a better friend than I was to you.
Don't worry. We'll figure this out. I'll beg Marjorie if I have to. I'm not letting her send you home.
Look, the pie! Oh no! They're already serving the pie.
Oi!
We're missing everything.
I know you. You were in the gardens the other night, with Damien. Before he disappeared. I have a few questions to ask you. What were you doing there with him?
Mira?
Don't think I don't know it was you. I don't forget a face.
You've made a mistake.
Seven hells. You there, girl. I need a towel or a wet cloth, something.
Lord Morgren.
You'll need to find someone else. I'm not finished
Are
with
you
her.
sick, man? You think I have time to bother with handmaidens? Release her, or I'll have Queen Cersei find you another job. Well, I just ruined a perfectly good shirt to come to your rescue. No need to explain what that was all about. We all have our own mischief to hide.
Why would you want to help me?
Well, I didn't do it merely for your benefit.
Then, why?
Perhaps I recognize a kindred spirit. It's not every little handmaiden who can steal an ironwood decree with the crown right out from under my nose. Consider me impressed. My partners, I am afraid to say, felt rather differently about it.
You flatter me, my lord.
I'm only saying you have potential, my lady. Your problem is, you still think like a handmaiden. Do you even understand why Tyrion gave you the Ironwood deal? Because it wasn't out of the kindness of his heart.
I'm no fool. He wants something from me. Access to Marjorie. Or, perhaps he just knew he could get the cheapest ironwood.
Very observant. You are no mere handmaiden. I remember what it was like to be new to this game. You feel like you're drowning, don't you? But there's no one you can really trust. What you need, more than anything, is an ally. I could be that for you, Lady Mira. Is that something you'd be interested in?
And what exactly are the terms of this offer? What do you get out of it?
A smart question. So, let me be blunt. Circumstances have put us at odds. But what if we were to work together? Control the price of ironwood together? We could get very, very rich together. Or should I go back to Lord Whitehill, who has proven to be very interested in it?
What happened? Joffrey's dead!
I'm afraid it just became a very bad time to be linked to Tyrion Lannister. Tell me that you got that Ironwood decree from him before the wedding.
Oh no. He said it was waiting for me on his desk.
What a shame. Such potential. I'm afraid any chance of our alliance has become quite impossible. You understand, Lady Mira?
I can get it. I'll get it back from his chambers.
That would not be an easy task, especially now. But if it were to disappear, perhaps we could talk again. You have a good head for business, Lady Mira. It'd be terribly disappointing to see it on the end of a pike.
Well, what do you expect?
Tom!
What in seven hells do you think you're doing up here? What are you thinking? You've got to leave, now.
Tom, I'm in trouble. There's something inside I need to get. If I don't, it's going to be a nightmare.
Damn it. Whatever trouble you're in could be trouble for me too.
So what do we do?
I have an idea. The terrace.
The what?
I could maybe climb across the roof and drop down onto the outside terrace. It's just... I don't know, Mira. Is whatever's in there really worth risking my life for? It's not just kings who die stupidly around here.
No, it's not worth your life.
Thank you for saying that. I guess I better not die then. Wait here. I'll be at the door before you know it.
Just what do you think you're doing here? You shouldn't be anywhere near this place. Don't you know the imp has murdered the king?
I just needed to get away. After everything that's happened, it was terrible.
I'm sure you did. I'm not going to ask you again. Oi! Whoever's in there, I command you to open this door at once! In the name of the king! You! Don't move.
Tom! It's me! Hurry!
Gods, that was close. I almost didn't make it back down here. Some tiles on the roof came loose. Almost lost my footing.
Thank you, Tom. I could never have done this without you. I'm looking for a piece of paper. A royal decree.
Well, go on. That Lannister guard could be back with help any second. I'll keep watch outside the door.
Tom!
You can do this.
He said that it would be on his desk. Nothing. Just a letter from Tywin Lannister.
Mira, we're running out of time.
Oh, another bloody letter. Tyrion's strongbox. Oh, it must be in here.
I think the Lannister guard is back.
No, it's the other one.
Damn it, hide! I'll find a way to distract them.
I'm telling you, I heard someone in here.
Search the place. We'll find them. And after, now that we've got the imp's keys, we can have a little look inside his lockboxes, eh?
Aye.
Help! Fire!
What the hell? Damn it! Come on!
You did it. How?
I lit a tapestry on fire down the hall. I bought you a minute, maybe two.
Oh, thank you.
Did you find it?
I think it has to be in here. It has to be. No.
Just hurry.
It worked. Is this? Oh, thank the gods. Oh, I found it.
Finally. Let's go.
I catch the bastard who... I'll bring their bloody neck.
We're not far now. Gwyn Whitehill may already be there. What is this? Our ironwood trees. It's the Whitehills. You see what they've done? This track was hundreds of years old.
Before this is done, we'll make them pay. Every last one of them.
Aye. The Whitehills need to answer for this. And Gwyn needs to answer for this. But we need to find out what she knows. She'll be over there. Be cautious, my lord. If she go around her father to help us, she must have some purpose.
I'll hear what she has to say, but I won't forget who she is.
Good. You see what our family's done here? Here. You might want this. You may have known each other since you were children, but this could be a trap.
Doesn't hurt to be careful.
Go on. I'll stay with the horses.
Well, I remember hiding down there, playing monsters and maidens with little Naaman and Megan. I can still smell the sawdust. Hear the whining of the grindstone. Such a part of my early years. So long ago.
I see you haven't lost your warrior's ways. That's good. I wouldn't want to deal with someone careless.
Hello, Gwyn.
Roderick, you saw my father's work over there, didn't you? There's no way to miss it. And he won't stop. He means to do that to every inch of your land.
Damn your father. He's laid waste to this land. My land.
I'll have my vengeance for this.
I brought you here so that you would see what's happening. So there's no need to make threats against my father. I come as a friend.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I wasn't sure you were even going to show. We're taking a risk, meeting like this.
Thank you for paying respects to my father and brother. And for coming tonight. It's good to see you again.
And you too, Roderick. I think we can help each other. But first, I've heard news of Asher. That he plans to return to Ironrath. Why is he coming back? I loved him once. I longed for Asher to come back. But not like this.
How do you know about my brother?
That's part of why I'm here. But I need to know you've come for the same reasons I have. I want peace between our families. No more wars. No more bloodshed. Is that what you want too? I need to hear you say it, Roderick. Will you work with me?
I want to know the price before I agree to pay it. I'm no fool.
It seems that you are, because you clearly don't understand. Peace is the only hope your family has. My father is just waiting for an excuse to attack. Why do you think he sent my brother? So there will be trouble. My father will bring utter ruin on your house. Unless you let Griff feel like he's in control. I know you refuse to kiss my father's ring, but you would be wise to show more respect to Griff.
You don't know Griff like I do. The dogs still whimper when he walks past the kennels.
My lord, a band of riders approach from the north.
Seven Hills. My father's guards must be tracking me. If they catch us here, they'll kill you.
Then we've no time to waste. Let's get on with it.
My father is planning to make a move against your family. I don't know all the details, but he's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing. I fear for your family, Roderick.
You may think you've nothing more to lose. He is ready to show you otherwise.
What the hell is your father planning?
I swear I don't know, but whatever it is, he knows all your weaknesses, all your plans.
How?
Because you have a traitor in your council. Someone who knows every detail of your circumstances.
You must tell me. Who is it?
I don't know. We know you're planning to rescue Ryan, even if it means abandoning your home to Griff.
What?
My father's guards are close. I need to know you'll do what I've asked. Promise me you'll submit to Griff. If you want peace between our families.
You have my word, Gwyn. I'll do my part.
Thank you.
My lord, those riders are nearly upon us. We have to go.
What I told you. Be careful what you do with it. And remember, I'll hear about it if you don't.
My lord?
Come along, Duncan.
Mother.
Roderick. Look at what's become of our house. You were nowhere to be found, and they just... Oh, they are vile men. Where were you? We need you here. To hold this house together.
I've uncovered some troubling news.
What's wrong?
Lord Whitehill is plotting against us. I don't know his plans, but I fear them. And the only way he'll stop is if we submit to Griff's rule of our house.
What? Would you really give up control of our house? Griff is already a torment. How much worse could it get?
I have to keep the peace with Griff, even if that means letting him have his way at times.
The thought of it makes me ill.
I don't like it either.
Was this all? Did you learn anything more? You need to tell me. Enough with the mysteries, my son.
Is it not bad enough for you already?
It's bad enough having their soldiers in our house. But if you won't be open with me, then our problems run deeper.
Get in there. Bloody
Don't get in there.
You do what you're told. No, you've bloody had enough. No more for you.
Hold on. Wait for
No,
me.
Donny, he was standing over there.
No, he weren't.
He fucking was.
Stay put and
No,
stay
he was
outside.
over there.
You know. Fuck off with you again.
Get down there. Off again.
Get down there. He's had enough. What do you want from me?
No, he was over there.
Ramsay was
I'll
here.
play how I want.
You will bend the knee to your liege lords.
I must speak true. I haven't the balls to defy you lot.
Get out of my house now, all of you.
Oh, look here. It's the new lord. You're in luck. We're just getting to the best part. Little Lord Ethan's final breath. Unless you want to play the Lord of House Forrester instead.
You can't do this. You can't do this.
We'll do as we please. Besides, we're not finished.
You must stop.
I know you've seen it before.
Stop this, or you'll suffer the same fate as my brother.
But we can't stop now. Not before my favourite part.
Oh, please, no!
Say hello to your father.
Oh, no, Ethan!
He's down.
Oh, well done, well done. I'd say he died better than the real Ethan.
Better than the real Ethan.
What about you, eh? You want to be next?
Men without honor are lower than dogs.
I'd be happy to dirty my blade with your blood.
All right, who's next? Make his mother watch. Now we'll really have some fun.
Enough! Griff will deal with him. When he's done, he'll own this fucking house. And you'll regret what you've done here. Take your boy out of here while you still can.
Roderick! Roderick! Now is not the time.
Wendell, pack the extra rations. Duff, make sure the quivers are full and the torches are dry. Garrett.
What's happening?
We're heading north of the wall to deliver justice to brothers turned traitor. They're hiding in the woods at a place called Craster's Keep. I've been looking for volunteers. The cowards murdered Commander Mormon. We're gonna kill every one of them.
I'll volunteer to go.
I thank you for that. I need every sword I can get. But Britt's going to. He took his vows in the sect. He's a brother now. I understand why you hate him. But bad blood could jeopardize this mission. Too many unknowns out there. I can't have my own men killing each other.
I'm a ranger now. I've left my past behind me, Britt included.
Until you're standing next to him with a sword in your hand. That's the real test. If you do come, I need to know there won't be any trouble. Even if he provokes you. And no more talk of the North Grove, either. Can I count on you? I need your word, Garrett. I'll be taking a chance. The mission can't fail.
I'm a man of my word. I won't disappoint you.
I'll hold you to that. It's a hard road to Craster's. We leave tomorrow at first light. Now why don't you go talk to those two? They volunteered as well. Make sure they're ready. Duff! Where are my arrows?
Well, Jon Snow say. I don't think he likes us much.
Definitely doesn't like you, Finn.
He wants us ready for the march tomorrow.
Just give the word. Tired of being under Frostfinger's boot all the time.
You do know we're heading off to fight a band of murderers, right?
That's why you bring a ranger.
Point is, he doesn't want any problems with you going to Craster's.
Well, there's something you should know, Finn. I borrowed this from you. What? I just got curious. I wanted to know why your uncle was here.
Never ends with you.
Well, didn't mean no harm, honest. I just wanted a quick look. I wasn't stealing.
That's mine. Hand it back.
Of course. I wasn't stealing. I was just taking a peek. The thing is, I noticed this part here.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids. A rumor.
No, it's not.
Of course it is. I heard it's a witch's den where they turn children into giants. Garrett, you don't actually take it seriously, do you? It's a fairy tale. For idiots. Everyone knows that. Didn't think you were that gullible.
Lord Forrester knew all about it. He said it's a place of great power. Power that could save my house.
And this says it's somewhere in the north. On the other side of the wall.
And here I thought you might have some brains, Garrett. You deserve it, General. Have fun chasing your tails.
Good. Didn't need him anyway.
What do you mean?
He doesn't know about the mammoths, or White Walkers, or how to sneak past a giant.
What, and you do?
You know, it's the things you hear about. The rumours is all. I wouldn't know myself. How could I?
Rumours my arse. You're hiding something, Cotter.
I'm not. They're just things I hear around Castle Black's or people talk, you know.
Not about the North Grove, they don't.
You do? Probably heard you talking about it. Or maybe one of the recruits.
Don't make me regret lying about the knife for you, Cotter. Tell me what you know.
All right. All right. I've been on the other side of the wall, Garrett. You see, I live there, in the north. I'm part of the free folk. People round here call wildlings. I know, it's crazy. I was with some other free folk. We were looking for weapons, south of the wall. We got caught, so I passed myself off as a local, and, well, they sentenced me here, to Castle Black, for stealing. I shouldn't be here. This isn't my place. I didn't know what else to do.
Cotter, every blade in Castle Black will slit your throat if they find out. You're their sworn enemy.
You don't need to tell me that. Are we still friends? I mean, I know it's a lot to take in.
Don't worry. Bloodthirsty wildling or not, we're still brothers.
That is good to hear. At least when Mance Raider wants to boil you alive, you'll know someone in high places.
Cotter! What did I say? That shithouse you fixed is still leaking.
I'll be right there. I'm going back home, no matter what, Garrett. I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about.
You know where the North Grove is?
No, but I'll help you find it. I'm deserting anyway, heading back home. I can guide you, keep you alive. Stick with me and I'll show you the way. Plenty of things out there want to kill you.
I don't understand. Why would you want to help me? The North Grove has nothing to do with you.
I've got my own reasons for going.
Cotter! Now!
On the way! Please, don't tell anyone about me. The Watch would kill me if they found out.
Marine still smells like shit, even outside the walls.
We'll find Croft here, somewhere. You alright?
Never better. Back under the Mad King, they used to say death by sword was a sweet kiss, but fire would fuck you hard.
Funny.
No. No, not very.
I'll go find Croft's tent.
Asher, I need you to tell me the truth. I've come a long way to bring you home. Back in that cave, you made a choice. You must have thought only one of us was going to survive. Now, it's not a fair question to ask, but I need to know.
I've been fighting side by side with Beskir for 4 years. She has saved my life more times than I care to admit. I owe her.
Thank you for being honest. but she's not family. Look, I can't blame you if your feelings about me are conflicted. Or your feelings about going home. Your family exiled you to this place. But I swore an oath to your mother. Sailed halfway around the world to bring you back safe. And I'll be damned if some dragonfire or your foul decisions are going to stop me. Are we clear? I'm here to help you. To protect you.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. I did you wrong.
Well, it's good of you to say so. But words are wind, Asher. It's choices that define who you are.
Asher, I know where Croft is.
This Croft, how well do you know him?
Too well.
I thought you said you were friends.
Yeah, we are. We are. Great friends.
Asher fucking Forrester. Son of a poxy whore. You have some balls walking into my tent after all these years with that mama's monkey grin on your face.
Well, that went well.
All right, maybe I deserve that.
That's not even a taste of what you deserve. You never understood consequences, Asher. One stupid mistake cost me an eye. But you never learn. You figured you'd steal from me and I'd just forgive you? Not a fucking chance! So how are you going to pay me back? Your eye? Your hand? Or how about your tongue?
Croft, no!
Be reasonable! I am reasonable! I'm letting him fucking choose!
My hair could use a trim. Take some off the top, would you?
Do not fucking test me!
Croft, I deserve your anger as much as Asher.
Don't worry, Beskha. You're next. Now choose. Or I slice off your balls, Asher.
Hey,
A man betrays my trust. There's a price.
Stop this! Let him go!
Enough!
No more fucking about!
Fuck you, Croft!
Have it your way. You didn't need your testicles anyway. Oh, that was bloody beautiful. Fucking Asher. You were pale as a snow bear's ass.
Are you fucking joking? You bloody bastard.
This is why people steal your shit and take off in the night.
Come on, you arseholes. Have a drink. Joden, the Khaleesi's best wine.
Your friend has an interesting sense of humor.
So what in seven hells are you two doing here on the arse end of the earth, eh? You're a long way from, young guy.
We have a proposition for you.
We? You're hardly the usual rabble these two travel with.
He's Asher's family.
We need an army, Croft. My home back in Westeros is under siege.
We need your hellhounds. 100 good men.
Am I in a hobby's tit? Would I ever go back to Westeros? I've got it good right here. Her Grace pays good coin. I've got wine, women.
Did this Khaleesi make you a house cat, Croft? Curled up at her feet? Since when do you turn down an adventure?
Since the second son swore to Daenerys bloody Targaryen, I've laid my sword at her feet, Asher.
Perhaps we could talk to her.
She's a little busy right now, commanding a fucking siege. Her enemies are nailing children up on posts for 100 miles, and a bloody dragon's gone missing.
But I know where to find her dragon.
Ha! Unfucking likely. You expect me to believe you just happened to have seen the one fucking dragon loose in the world?
Black scales all over with a red frill running down his back.
That doesn't prove anything. Enough of this nonsense. We're done here, Asher. You two back in my life.
I've got proof, you old fuck. Tell me what this is, if not a bloody dragon tooth.
I wouldn't know a dragon tooth from a basilisk dick.
Croft, I've seen her dragon.
Oh, bugger me with a bloody spear. If you're lying about this, it'll cost more than your balls.
Fair enough.
Come on, you son of a bitch. The beast's name is Drogon. She'll want to hear about him right away. And don't think you're going to charm her with that fucking Asher grin.
Big day tomorrow, isn't it? Off to Craster's Keep. Assuming you're not too busy looking for your North Grove.
I thought you didn't believe in it.
Not saying I do. But if it was real, can you trust Potter with it? You ask me, there's just something off about him. Aside from him being an early thief, I mean. Not like he's holding something back.
Cotter's not a bad sort. I trust him.
Even after he tried stealing your map? Do as you like. But if we're going out there tomorrow, in the middle of fucking nowhere, I want to know who I can trust.
Finn, get back on watch until your relief arrives.
They're late.
You think Mance Raider is going to wait for them?
Right.
Asshole. And Tuttle, you've got torches that have gone out. Keep them lit. Let the wildlings know we're still home.